Years ago, I used to be a very different person. The best way I would describe myself would be kind of empty, with a hidden loathing to the things around me. Around that time, I had just entered college. The girl I had been dating at the time told me that she wanted to start over and abandon everything. That she wanted to become someone new, with nothing from her past to be a part of that new person. She sang to me one last time, and we never talked again. I wonder who she ended up becoming. I wonder if she's happy with that. I entered college to study law, but feeling as empty as I felt, it was more like walking the clearest path, the one with the most footprints. I had dreams, but they were put on the wayside to follow this path that I could not care less for because it felt secure. The easiest way to starting life, I guess. I didn't exactly hate myself, but there was this feeling of revulsion to what I saw myself becoming. I didn't like school, so why did I enter college? I didn't care for law, so why did I pursue this? My head was so clouded and foggy that even now I'm being reminded by people I know of the things that I did that I don't even remember. During that time, the only thing I remember wanting was to achieve my dreams. But I chose to ignore everything I was feeling to pursue security, because everything around me screamed to do so. My grands, my school, my friends, all heading toward that path. And me not wanting to be left without them, I chose to follow right along. But that all changed for me one day when I met this guy. He was ambitious, witty, cool, sociable, and most of all, he wanted the world. He made sure we became fast friends, and fast friends we were. He introduced me to so many people. Constantly, he would tell me of everything that he would achieve. And constantly, he would go out of his way to help me, talk to me, listen to me about things. But then one day we got into an argument. Skipping over a lot of the details, he ended it by telling me, "Dude, why are you even in college? You can't even see yourself in the future, so why are you here? For something that doesn't even matter to you. You'll never get what you want here." That was the last time I spoke with him, and that was the last time I went to college. After that, I spent a lot of time thinking. Just thinking. And eventually my mind became my world. I felt disgusted with where I was and that I didn't know where I was headed. So I decided that I needed to leave. That if I left, I would eventually find something, you know? So I went around going from place to place, wandering, getting lost, meeting people, seeing new things. But that feeling inside persisted and persisted. I could feel it eating at me. I could feel myself loathing myself more and more. Until one night it all came at a head when I found myself staring at the sky, hot from the summer heat, but not sweating thanks to a cool breeze. Slowly I found myself closing my eyes, and once again, I spent time thinking, until eventually I manifested this feeling into a version of myself in my head. This version of myself telling me all of the things I disliked about myself, all of the things I wanted to reject. This went on for what felt like hours, this internal conflict that gave form via imagination. But soon I began to calm down, and I started listening to this other me. With every thought thrown at me, I would begin to understand them. Every single thing they were telling me, it was all a part of me. All the things they were telling me were things I chose to ignore, things I chose to put to the wayside so I could keep moving forward with this false life of mine. I disliked the idea of being left behind, so I went to college because everyone went to college, right? I disliked the idea of being insecure, so I chose the safety net of law, since it's easier to be safe than to pursue my dreams. I absolutely hated that I was willing to give up everything I actually wanted for that. There was more, because of course there's more, but I knew what I needed to do. After listening and thinking even more, I decided to accept those parts of me. The parts I dislike, everything that I hated at the time, because they're all me after all. I told that internal version of me that, while all of that was true, I could be better, that I could improve in spite of what I hated, that I wouldn't reject or ignore those parts, that I wouldn't seek safety in something I don't believe in any longer. And with that, I opened my eyes. And for the first time in a long time,